Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Create Your Life series, where we help you maximize your potential and results in the area of personal development, entrepreneurship, and travel. And I'm your host, Kevin Y. Brown.
Create your life.
Crée ta propre vie.
Create your life.
创造你的生活。
Create your life.
Crea la tua vita.
Create your life.
Ontdek jouw leven.
You better create your life.
Create your life.
Create la vie.
Create your life.
Create your life.
Beautiful people, happy Sunday. This is the Create Your Life series. I'm your host, Kevin Y. Brown, and it is one of those great days. It's also Super Bowl Sunday, so I know a lot of people are out there doing their thing with Super Bowl at a couple of parties and things like that. But you know, we don't take any days off here at the Create Your Life series. So if you're going to show up, then we're going to show up. And even if you don't show up, then we're still going to show up, because that's what we do here, beautiful people. And so today, I have a great treat for you, something that I think is really, really cool and important. You know, one of my mottos is health, wealth, and wisdom, and that means that you have to be efficient and always in pursuit of those three things, but also none of them matter without the health. So today's episode, we're going to cover the 10 ways to start and stick with your workout routine. But before we get started with that, beautiful people, let's catch up. I want you to catch up with me. And one of the things that I feel like we need to catch up on, or that I really want to share with you, is over this past week, I had the opportunity to do some soul searching. I've been doing it for a few weeks. And as we had talked about, you know, in previous episodes with the 10 ways to define and achieve your own success, I talked a lot about going back to what your original goals were and what it is that you desired. And for myself personally, I've been feeling a lot of pressure because I've been participating in different ventures and things like that. And in some aspects, some of those things weren't fulfilling. And so I had to do a gut check, and I had to sit with myself and also have conversations with people who are close to me and just get out what it was that I desired. And then I went even further back and started to think about the things that I wanted when I was a teenager. And before life happened, before the pressure of life, you know, and responsibilities as an adult, what were my purest dreams? And that's when what I wanted started to become smaller and smaller and smaller. And it got down to those goals that I had always wanted. And I saw that I was doing, that I am doing a lot of them in my life currently, but that I want to focus more here in the things that I've always wanted versus dibbling and dabbling in things that I don't necessarily want to be a part of my legacy. So I wanted to be completely transparent with you in that, because I think that it's important for you to know that as we're coming in here every single week and you're getting to hear new episodes via the podcast, that you understand that it's a growing process for me too. So we're all growing together. Then another thing that I had to face, or not even face, but that came up for me over this past week, is one of my friends has cancer. And has a lot going on, and you know, things have been getting a bit worse as of lately. And just understanding to cherish your people and those who are nice to you and who are great souls. She's a loving mother, very kind, very sweet, and you know, we want her to stay here. She has a GoFundMe page, and her name is Ari Luster, and it says "Sticking with the Fight" is the GoFundMe. And so we're raising money so that she could go to Mexico for an alternative treatment. And I just think that it's super important for us to value and to cherish those who we like and who we love, because, you know, you never know when or what could happen to somebody, because things can actually change overnight. And I just think that it's very, very important. I had the opportunity to spend time with her during homecoming, and we had a good time. And just, you know, that conversation, man, and just, you know, I always want her to know that I'm here to support her, and that, you know, I want her to get better, and I'm praying for her to get better. And that we just want her to continue to be great and to be better, and despite it all of the challenges and things like that come with the treatments, the chemo, the medicine, et cetera, she still has managed to keep that wonderful, peaceful spirit about her and class about her while raising a son who's a very active young man. Nate the Great. I call him Nate the Great. He's a really, really cool kid. Had the opportunity to spend some time with him, and he asked me what my name was. I said, my name is Nate. And so we were both calling each other Nate. So, just those good times, man, and just, lucky enough to have beautiful people in, my life. And I know you have beautiful people in your life, so it's definitely important to make sure that we cherish those who are there. So without further ado, let's jump right in. Let's get started on these 10 ways to start and stick with your workout routine. Number 1, prioritize your health and your fitness. Super important. I always say, remember, the ultimate goal is to live longer, to be healthy, and to be able-bodied. I always say, when I'm 80 years old, when I'm 90 years old, when I'm 100 years old, 60, 50, 40, doesn't matter. I want to be able to play with the younger youth. Even if I have, my own kids or grandkids or nieces and nephews, I want to be able to play with them and, run around the corner and do whatever it takes, whatever active activities, and also be able to be active. Whether I want to take a swim class or do this or do that or just work out myself. And I think that starts now and it starts in our everyday lives, but it has to become a priority. So I think that switching our mind on to that being a priority is number 1. And then you also have to say, consider the alternative to not being active, to not having to not being our best selves and being able-bodied. If we can't prevent it, then let's do that. But the alternative is not an option. Number 2, identify the areas that you want to work on. And once you identify those areas, I want you to research how to get the results you want to in those areas. So that research could be done online. There's thousands of workouts that can take place, that are available on YouTube. Then there's also trainers and gyms that you can go and talk to in order to find out, hey, you know what? I want to lose or release weight here. I want to make my biceps bigger. I want to make my legs stronger. I want to tighten up my arms. There's all of these different things that you can do and that you can research on before even getting started, and having that knowledge base is going to be very, very important. Number 3, mind your language. So I want you to mind your language around your workout routine and around working out, period. And that's the small things as far as just saying, I'm going to release this weight versus I'm going to lose this weight. Because anything that you lose can be found. I'm going to repeat that. Anything that you lose can be found. But if you release it, then you're letting it go. You're intentionally doing that. And I want you to always psych yourself up by telling yourself you're strong. And even though you may not feel like it, you are strong and you're doing something to make your life, to enhance your longevity in life. So I want you to be very cognizant of that and be very on purpose with your language when it comes to working out, when it comes to putting yourself in a different space and becoming a different person. Number 4, keep going. If you miss a day, it's not a big deal. I say pick up the next day, right? Don't spend time worrying about the day that you missed, because it's best to get back to the workout as soon as possible. If you spend time worrying about what you did and didn't do, then you wouldn't be able to progress. So think about it. We want to go for progress versus perfection. So let's make sure that we just keep going. Number 5, commit to days versus weight loss. So I think establishing the habit should be the goal. And then from there, you want to make the weight release goals an option, right? So just go ahead and worry about making working out a habit. And once you go from that, then let's say, okay, I'm going to release X amount of weight. That will be a better way for you to actually end up losing weight, because you'll be going to the gym 3 times per week. So naturally, you doing that and the other 9 steps here in this list, you'll start to release the weight. So also, number 6, change your diet. Remember, no one eats perfect 100% of the time. But 80% of working out and getting the form that you want is in your diet. Sometimes what you eat, actually, oftentimes what you eat reflects the type of workout that you have. And then once you work out, get a great workout in, your body, you're naturally not even going to want to eat that stuff that is not good for you. So I also suggest consulting with a nutritionist and drinking tons of water. I drink like 95% of water. 95% of the time I'm drinking water, if not higher. That's primarily what I drink. I might drink a little lemonade here and there and maybe some orange juice, but I'm definitely drinking water. And then also, let's eat mainly whole, unprocessed foods, and that includes fruits, veggies, whole grains, and products made from whole grains. Let's close the kitchen after dinner, and let's not eat late, and let's also not buy or have foods at home that we know we shouldn't be eating. Number 7, be positive and have fun. And that means taking classes, doing exercises that you love, and that will also help you get the results that you want. But making sure that it's fun, working out for you is fun. That's what's going to keep you sticking to your workout routine. Then also, be honest about your discipline. So you have to identify what type of workout discipline do you have. Do you need help so that means, do you need to go to the gym? Do you need to just only see other people working out and that's going to motivate you? Do you need a personal trainer who can work with you one-on-one in order for you to really, really make this progress and get the habit going? Or can you get up in the morning and work out at home by yourself? You have to ask yourself these questions and really get to the bottom of it. I think also it's important to keep in mind that you can start out in any of these areas and evolve into doing things differently. So let's say you start out with a personal trainer. Then after 6 months or a year, you just work out by yourself because you're in the habit of doing so. You can even progress and work out early in the morning at home so that you don't have to go to the gym, which is what I do. I like to work out very early in the morning, about 6 a.m., 6:30, hit it, and then hop in the shower and go on about my day. That is my routine. I don't want to go to the gym and then have to get changed there and then work out there, then get changed there, go back home I don't like any of that. I just want to get up, work out, hit the shower, and go on about my day. That's my thing. But I'm honest about my discipline, and I know that I have the discipline to get out of bed and then work out at home in my space. Number 9, take care of your body. I want you to stretch. I want you to warm up, rest, and ice when it's necessary. Also, if something's hurting, go to the doctor. There's nothing wrong with that, but it's important to take care of the body because this is our vessel and this is what we're going to be using as we get older. And last but definitely not least, I want you to stand up at your desk. And what does that mean? That means that I want you to stand up and do work versus sitting down and doing the work. It gets the blood flowing and it maintains your muscles. The reason why this is on this list is because I know a lot of times we're often sitting down and things like that. Well, if we're standing up and we're keeping our muscles going and we're keeping things going great and we're keeping everything in the flow, then that's going to help us and remind us that, hey, we have a workout routine going on. This is the reason why I'm doing this, because I'm invested in my health, et cetera, et cetera. And so, beautiful people, those are the 10 ways to start and stick with your workout routine. Beautiful people, if you enjoyed this episode of the Create Your Life series, be sure to download it from our podcast, which is available on createyourlifeseries.com, iTunes, Stitcher Radio, and Google Music. Also, be sure to leave a review of the podcast. You can catch us live on Sundays from 5:30 to 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time via 90.3 FM in New York, or on Facebook Live at facebook.com/KevBrown1. We encourage you to participate in the conversation on Facebook or call in at 212-650-6903. Follow us on Instagram at CYLS series and at Kevin Y. Brown. Be blessed, and we'll see you back here live next week.
Create your life.
Crée ta propre vie.
Create your life.
创造你的生活。
Create your life.
Crea la tua vita.
Create your life.
On skip your liver.
You better create your life.
Create your life.
Create la vie.
Create your life.
Create your life.